Hello, welcome to the Scratch coding class. In today's video, I'll show you how to make a 2-player ping pong game on Scratch, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and let's get started. For this game, we're going to need 3 sprites. One you can get from the library, and the other 2 we need to create ourselves. Draw a simple rectangle, make sure you're in vector mode. This is going to be the paddle, and this is player 1's paddle, so let's add some code to this one, and this one is always going to follow the mouse pointer. So if the mouse pointer moves down, the paddle moves down. If the mouse pointer moves up, the paddle moves up. We need to set the coordinates, so I'm just going to put it to the left of the screen. Let's say minus 210 for the X, and the Y can be at 0. That looks very good. Then we need to use a forever loop. We need to always, at the start of the loop, point in the direction 90 degrees, and then we are going to point towards the mouse pointer, but we need to set the rotation style to do not rotate. Then we need to move a certain number of steps, so we're going to move 6 steps towards the mouse pointer. There we go, and the X coordinate is changing at the minute. We do not want that, so we can just simply set the X coordinate always to minus 210, like that. There we go, the X is staying the same each time. There is slight movement, but it's nothing major, so we can just leave it like that. And then we have our second paddle. So we duplicate this. I'm going to change this so it's now 210, so it's on the other side of the screen. Let's change the color, set the color effect to 40, and that would be a green paddle. And we can delete all this code. So when green file clicked, it's going to set all the effects. Then forever loop, we need to create our arrow keys, and basically when I press the down arrow, the paddle is going to move down, and when I press the up arrow, the paddle is going to move up. Very easily done. If the down arrow is pressed, we need to change Y by -6. If the up arrow is pressed, we can change Y by 6. Now we shall test these paddles. There's one of them done, and now let's test the other one. Perfect. Both paddles are complete. Now let's code the ball. So when green file is clicked, we need to go to the center of the screen, that is 0, 0. We need to point in a random direction, so we can use a operator for this. Let's say minus 70 to 70. Forever loop. And then in that forever loop, the sprite needs to always move, let's say, 9 steps. And this is the speed of the ball. You can increase it if you want the game to be harder, decrease it if you want it to be easier. If it's on the edge, it needs to bounce back into the screen. And then we need one if condition, we need an OR operator, and if it's touching any of those sprites, it needs to turn. So if it's touching sprite 1, or it's touching sprite 2, then it needs to turn. Rotate. Let's use a random for this. Let's say 150 to 180 degrees. That is the code for the ball complete. Now I'm going to add 2 variables for score. So let's say we have score 1 and then score 2. Every time the ball touches the paddle, score increases by 1. So we can do something like that. I don't like the way it looks at the minute, so we right click, large readout, and that makes it look way better. We need to set the variables all to 0 at the start of the program. Do that here in the ball, and then if it's touching sprite 1, so if sprite 1 touches the ball, we need to change the score 1 by 1. We're going to do the same with the other one. So if it's touching the ball, then we need to change score 2 by 1. That should be the entire game complete. We will give it a very quick test run. It's very difficult for me to play because I'm the only person playing it, but the idea is this would be a 2-player game. Perfect. It works. And at the minute, this game doesn't really look good. Let's add a backdrop. So we can use blue sky backdrop, something like this. and it's just blue at the minute. What we can actually do is we maybe use a gradient fill. I haven't taught you to do this, something new, so we can use this. This would be a gradient. We can choose I don't know, a blue like that, then we can use a blue like that, and then we just fill it, and there's a very, very nice gradient. So that's a cool way you can create a nice looking backdrop, and you can maybe add some background music, so we can maybe create a sound from the library and then just use a forever loop and keep repeating that sound. And that's going to be it for today's video of the Scratch coding class. I hope you enjoyed coding this 2-player ping pong game. Make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.